Hello, all. I'm just trying to get this um, iPad straightened to be able to talk to you. And I don't know why I'm always looking sideways. Anyway, it's Judy Rentz. And I'm back to talk to you about this horrible disease that we have, pudendal nerve disease. I'm doing this mostly to the sufferers, but trying to bring awareness to this awful monster that we have to live in. In this United States, I know that there are thousands, and to my knowledge, and I've looked and studied, we only have three specialists that will treat us, and hopefully I hear there is a fourth one coming along, but I've been on quite a hiatus, just resting a while. This book is so important. I've tried for 3 years to just make it aware. Those of you who have pudendal nerve disease know that doctors just stare at us and tell us they've never heard the disease and then see a psychiatrist. So that's where we still are in fighting this battle that we fight. But I've just tried to bring it to life, and it's really cost thousands and thousands and many thousands to do this book and to try to spread it worldwide. And five scams, big scams. The book business is a nasty, nasty business. There are so many scams, and that's why all the thousands were put in this book, mostly a lot from the scams that came to me. I guess they prey on the little one, the young authors that don't know a lot about the business, and certainly I did not. I only did this book to hopefully get to suicidals and maybe prevent them from doing suicide. But I don't know if it has accomplished that. I've heard from some people, and yes, it has. And all glory goes to God for that, because I would have never survived without Him. The only way in the world that I've been able to get through it was through the strength from God. But I want to let you all know that I do now have a pain device, a pain pump. Mine is Medtronic, and I find that it seems to be the best since the Flowonics people went out of business. But the only time I'm able to do anything, which is not much, is after a bolus from the pain pump. And it's not a painful procedure. Healing time is next to nothing. And my pain doctor, we only have 3 in this United States, and I'm sorry, 3 in Knoxville. And you can't be too choosy when you're trying to find a pain doctor. But anyway, he has adjusted mine to every 2 hours, and I can function just a bit during the time that it has lessened the pain. But I make scar tissue. Not everyone does, and not everyone's going to have the problems I did after surgeries. Not everyone. And I don't know why I have to keep this disease lingering on, other than maybe I'm just meant to tell the story. But try as I might, it has not reached medical facilities. Johns Hopkins has the book. The head of pelvic pain has it, and Harvard and I've been to Harvard Library, and I've been told that they promised they would get it to the med school, but I don't know what can happen if med schools don't teach it. Now, I've been on line with Europe this past year, constantly, really, with countries in Europe, and it seems they have better access to medicine than we do here, and doctors seem to believe it a bit more than they do here. And maybe their government hasn't cracked down on doctors giving a pain med prescription. This government's just horrible. Sufferers, a lot of us just die. And I've had sepsis. It's absolutely beyond any horrible, horrible thing I can describe to you. And that's one of the prevalence in pudendal nerve disease, that and stroke. You can stroke out from the pain of this horror. But I would pray. I'm working with a new company now, and what I really want more than anything is a video or a YouTube, anything to let this message get out to the world. So many people are suffering from this, and yet Europe has a doctor in Belgium and in France that will work on men. That's one of the biggest problems here in the U.S. No doctor works on men, and they just can't survive it. I've talked to quite a few, and they just can't live with this pain. And you who have this disease know how bad that is. But I'm trying so hard to make it aware. And the new company, the new book agency that I have, thankfully they haven't charged me, because at this point I have no money because of the scams. I've used up everything I had and some of my husband's. But it's okay. It's God's money anyway. But the scams are just so evil, and especially when you're just trying to help someone. I would like feedback from anyone, and people still do call me. Not a lot I can do except tell them, if you can get to my specialist, if you can get to my home, I'll get you to a specialist. And my specialist won't let anybody die. He has met them in the ER that I've sent, and he's just amazing to me. That's Dr. Robert Furr, if any of you don't know of him. He's in Tampa now. I moved back to Tennessee from Tampa area for treatment from him, since my first surgeon is gone now. But last May, he surprised everyone with moving to Tampa. So I've actually done an emergency flight down there, and I'm thinking it's probably time for another surgery for scar tissue. But that's the surgeons we have. And if any of you want to get on a bandwagon and fight this with me, I've asked for signatures. I've done everything, but I didn't get any of those from any sufferers. And I know there are thousands. I only got 2 people willing to send me a letter of how they suffered, and I was going to present that to a senator. And I got no response. No one was willing to even sign or write a small paper that they suffered from pudendal nerve disease. It's a horrible nightmare. But anyway, if any of you wanted to do that and preach it to your senator or to your rep, we've got to have help. More people just keep on dying. And in Europe, there are many countries are waiting for a surgeon, and they're just not out there because med schools don't teach it. And it's just so sad. I've worked with this book, and as far as I know, there's one other older one that has written about the problems or the pain of this disease. And it's all that's out there, and it was my hope just to get it to people, hopefully praying that they might be able to hang on, but fighting to survive has not spread like I prayed it would. And I just prayed that something happens. I don't want my grandchildren to ever come, and it's not hereditary, but I don't want young people to have to ever suffer like we sufferers have suffered because of no treatment and not being able to get meds because of our government. But if any of you want to start YouTubing anything you can do and speaking out to your doctors, it would be education or at least an awareness of this monster because I've met so many people. The majority, I don't get out of the house. I haven't been out in over 5 years, but I got to go to church today. That was great. But anyway, I don't know of any other person that's written about the nightmare of this disease. It's out there. I hope it encourages someone, but I just want awareness spread. And, you know, I'm not young. Somebody's got to take this up if we ever want any help. But I pray some others would. It's not a lot of work. Not everybody needs to write a book. And I would tell any young person, don't dare. The scammers are too big. They are just too big. And I'm praying this company that I'm with will do a good job with it. And I've also got one motion picture company that, I've been scammed by many of those too, but I've got one motion picture company that isn't charging. They only search for good documents and documentaries. But anyway, that's my talk today for you. I've been away for quite a long time. I've been here, but I have really been suffering. So anyway, if you ever want to contact me, it's Judy Rents, rents at gmail.com. You're welcome, and I read and talk to everybody that ever talks to me. But anyway, I thank you if you happen to listen to this, and I pray that if you're a sufferer, you start any action on getting this awareness out there because it's going to be necessary if we ever get any help. But anyway, it's goodbye for now. And, I'm available if anybody ever wants to talk to me. So thank you for listening.